Next is from King Walsh. Subject, Jim Cornette being fake about The Rock. What's up, K100? Hope all is good and everyone was well fed and washed, especially you, Disco. I was watching some Jim Cornette clips and there was a bit of him talking about the prospect of The Rock versus Roman Reigns. The only way described him during it was giddy. He was literally giggling with what happens in that other Brian the Blast was all about it too. Problem is, Cornette is fake as
What?
I know that if The Rock versus Reigns is confirmed, Cornette will bury it. He's a fake. His fans are special needs marks, and they constantly fall for all his stage clickbait hate. My question for Conan... it's getting like Cornette.
No.
My question for Conan and Disco, within the industry, does Cornette have a reputation as fake amongst the boys? And do either of you have any good stories about a run-in with that face? P.S. I gotta give Hugely props for thumbnails lately. The never-ending story one with Disco riding the giant dog had me rolling.
I didn't see it.
No, dude, Cornette's not really known as being fake at all.
Did you work with him at
like
TNA? I think he's...
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
And Conan, you that was the first time you ever...
Conan's Cornette's very polarizing right now because he's got a good reputation, sort of, among... I mean, even though he's kind of like... The way he acts right now is kind of like over the top, but people kind of get it that that's his gimmick. He's not in the business right now, so he's just doing the podcasting, and he's going to be his character in the podcast, right? So these guys, that's his fan base. The people... He has a lot of subscribers because he is entertaining as Jim Cornette, you know? But the newer generation, he's definitely got it. Like, you know, there's guys that probably would try to punch him in the face if they saw him in public. You know, some of these younger guys, like the newer guys that never really maybe worked with him briefly, had issues with him, and he's been very critical of. But other than that, it's like, you know, he's got his issues with other people, but everybody's always looked at him as just, you know, he's got a bigger bark than bite, you know. He cuts promos, so that's what he's good at.
Conan, that was the first time you worked with him when you were in Impact with him a few years ago, right? When you guys did the in-ring thing.
I might have worked with him in Ring of Honor before that, but
right.
yeah.
And then he hosted a shoot with you for Ring of Honor, I think, too. You guys put out a DVD.
Right.
Yeah.